So, you won the lottery. Congratulations! You're now a multimillionaire. But wait a minute, you're officially a goner. You're a done deal. And we can prove it. Ever heard of the lottery curse? If you think we're bluffing, check the facts. Hundreds of winners have ended up losing everything, or worse, they've ended up in the hands of the Grim Reaper. Could it be that some people just suck at being rich? Or maybe all of their luck ran out after winning? Whatever the case, you need to watch out if you win millions of dollars in money. This information about how badly the winners end up is public knowledge. When you look at the general population versus lottery winners, you'll notice the double digits in the probability of the following unfortunate situations among the winners. 1. Drug-related deaths. 2. Homicide cases. 3. Kidnappings. 4. Bankruptcy. What? This is just the tip of the iceberg compared to 3 digits in 1. Drunk driving convictions. 2. The black widow or widower. Are there black children, by the way? 3. Civil lawsuits. Yep, with you being the defendant. 4. Felony. So, how do you avoid this? What do you do next after winning? Absolutely nothing. Okay, maybe not absolutely nothing, but have you heard that silence is the best weapon? Utilize this weapon immediately after you win the lottery. Don't tell a soul. Don't go on a spending spree, and don't even go on vacation. I can imagine you're rolling your eyes at me right now, but trust me on this. Instead of making a spectacle, do the following instead. Number 1. Retain an attorney ASAP. Contact a national firm and engage the services of a reputable lawyer. Don't go for newbies who just passed the bar. They might damage you more than the lottery money. You'll be surprised at the many calls you receive from firms when word gets out about your grand win. These lawyers will come with sweet words and irresistible offers, but only settle for those who have already made a mark in the industry. These can't risk their hard-earned reputation. Forget the family attorney who has handled all your family cases. I know he was a dear friend of your grandfather's, but ditch him. In this situation, loyalty does not depict those who act loyally in your face. You'll be surprised at how quickly they put your dirty laundry out in public while trying to manipulate you. Go for someone who has no idea who you are and has zero ties to your family. I recommend looking at Martindale for some great options. On martindale.com for the 50 best law firms in the United States, and picking one with an office near you. Number 2. Take the lump sum. When you win most state lotteries, you either take all of your money and go home, or let the state give you an allowance. Well, take your money, unless you have a horrible addiction that would do you harm in the presence of millions. This deal will work best in comparison to the annuity option. The state will still retain a lot of your money, but you'll have full access to your cash whenever you need it. In most cases, states give you a raw deal on annuity rates, which is usually around 4.5% annual returns. If you need the state to discipline you on your spending, you should probably start with rehab and then come back a better person. So why am I against the state's allowances? Because you can do it yourself. The state takes your money through U.S. Treasury instruments and derives interest. That is then passed through shitty bureaucracy before finally getting to your hands, along with a hefty monthly principal. Well, if a single-digit deposit into your account works for you, you can go for the state annuity by all means. On the flip side, your lump sum will be almost half of what you won due to the withholding tax and some state pruning. At the end of the day, you'll still have a large amount of money, and you can do whatever you want with it. Life is too short to leave your money with the state. Number 3. Decide what to give family and friends. There's no definite figure designed for your inner circle, but a 20% is great. If you already have a lawyer, just tell the learned friend to allocate 20%. Nothing more, nothing less. If you make the mistake of consulting your family on how much to allocate to them, you might end up with 20%, and the conflict that will follow will bring regrets. Especially if your family has lawyers that you didn't even bother to consult. To avoid all the drama, work with your lawyer and give everyone a nice surprise. It is tempting to buy your folks posh cars and dish out the cash and become the new sheriff in town. Don't do this. Don't give cash. Don't buy homes. And don't do anything related to making any purchases. You can simply inform your attorney that all you want to do is provide for your loved ones by setting up a trust fund for higher education, assistance in ceremonies, and stuff like that. This must total up to the 20% you allocated. Number 4. When everyone pressures you to hire an investment manager, don't budge. Investment managers do not work for free. They charge fees and don't think it's going to be peanuts. If, for instance, you get one who charges 1%, not that you would unless he falls from the sky, they must strive to break even by beating the market general index fund by 1%. This is a risky business that you must resist no matter the pressure. You'll be promised unimaginable returns, but I can tell you most assuredly that it is not worth it. These guys have mastered the art of winning clients. They'll approach you with heavy jargon. To make it worse, there will be close relatives whom your family holds in high esteem. Whatever the case, do not budge. If you must invest in stocks, go for the market index fund instead of waiting for an investor to beat it for returns. Number 5. After getting off the family's 20%, take an equal amount or slightly higher, say 33%, and purchase longer-term US Treasuries, say 5 to 10-year instruments. You can even go for a G7 Treasury instrument. This measure is your surest highway to safety. And no, I'm not talking about kidnappers and armed robbers. You will be safe from yourself. If you've ever heard that money is the root of all evil, you should take this seriously. Broke punters in Vegas did not fall from Jupiter. Just like you, they thought that roulette and blackjack were angels from above sent to double their money. Your reasoning will incline you to thoughts such as, I'm a millionaire, what's a little money to lose? By the time you return from Cloud 9, you'll be a millionaire. If you go with the treasuries, you're guaranteed around 3.5% after the end of a decade. If you invested $18 million, 20% of $91 million that you were left with after your generous family gift, you will get a guaranteed $638,400 annually. If you blow up everything else, you'll still have something to hold on to. If it gets to the point where the US defaults on treasuries, you will need to worry more about your life than money. If you would rather go for any other way aside from the G7 way, maybe due to paranoia or fear of aliens, you'll still be in safe hands. You can go for Swiss government bonds that give about 3%, which is quite decent, and by the time aliens get to Switzerland, we'll have found a way to relocate to Pluto. Number 6. We're now at 80% of 91.2 million, or 72.9 million. I think half of this should be dumped into an S&P 500 index fund. Look for something with low fees, and hop into the United States' slow investment vehicle. This is the point where the sensitive subject of investment managers will come up again. I still say, don't budge. The S&P should give you something like 7%. You still have the $638,400 in the treasuries, even if you lose it all. While you might have to wait for 2 decades to touch a dime of this, the wait will be worth it. You'll easily walk away with $115 million. Number 7. You have successfully set up a safety net. Spend the rest away. You have some $36 million lying around and your family is secured. Your annual earnings of $638,400 will be streaming in without fail, unless we get into the Ice Age and it freezes. When all is said and done, it's time to live only once. You're more secure than almost the entire country's population. You'll be free from lawsuits if your lawyer's not from the gutter. So, go ahead and live your life to the fullest. After all, your abracadabra magic worked well, and you won a frickin' jackpot. That's it for this video. Now you can comfortably win $1 trillion for all anyone cares. You're welcome. Thanks for watching.